Welcome to day 18 of me backtesting my way to success. Let's just get into the charts. Okay, so first trade. What happened was a sweep of liquidity from right here, from this area. It was in an order block and it broke structure in a lower time frame. That's when I entered. So I had three confluences. Stop loss was above the previous area of liquidity, so above this area of liquidity. And take profits were, let me go in the 1 hour. This area of liquidity, which was hit, the beginning of this fair value gap, which was not hit, this area of liquidity, this beginning of the fair value gap, and the beginning of those two order blocks. All those things were take profits, only this was it. And if I'm being honest, I have no idea why I lost, because I mean, the only thing that comes to mind is that you can't always predict price, but that's really not a satisfying answer, you know, because if it had reacted with the fair value gap, I would have understood it, but it didn't even touch the fair value gap, as you can see right here. So that's kind of, I don't know why I lost this, to be honest. Because this was also a break structure to the downside, then it was one to the upside again, and then right here it broke the structure to the downside again, and in the lower time frame, it really looked like a break structure. Here, look at this big two down moves, close below the previous lows. And so yeah, I thought that price would go down, but it didn't. And in the daily, it looks like it was only a retracement, I guess. So you could say I was trading against bias, I guess. But that's really the only thing that comes to mind. And yeah, it looks like it's going to go even for this area of liquidity. Might just go for this all-time high, but we'll just see how the next trade goes. Next trade was a win. The reason I entered was for 3 hour fair value gap to the upside, 3 hour order block to the upside. Price took out this area of liquidity, broke structure in a lower time frame, and I waited a long time. I waited till this area right here, broke structure for sure. Stop loss was below the previous area of liquidity with a lot of breathing room. Price went up, take profits this area of liquidity, this one, and the last one from back here. Could have, nah, okay, that's, I wouldn't have gone for this area of liquidity because it's really high up. But yeah, those three were hit. That's pretty cool. So let's see how the next trade goes. Okay, so last trade for today was another win. The reason I entered was because I tried a strategy of a friend of mine's, and I combined my trading, the way that I trade with that. So 4 hour fair value gap right here, 2 hour order block right here. And then the trading strat of my friend is the following. You have to mark each session, so London Open, New York Open, and Asia Open, and then you wait for the whole session to make a consolidation. Then you have to use Fibonacci retracement from the highest to the lowest, as well as from the lowest to the highest point of the last session. And then you have to mark the space between the yellow lines. So it should look like this kind of, you mark those two spaces. And you also mark the 50% mark for a take profit. And then you look for other confirmations on a higher time frame. So that was also what I did with this fair value gap and order block, and also liquidity sweep. Also this area got swept too, so basically it was a sweep of liquidity from right here. And then you wait for an entry point and enter. So I waited for a break of structure, clearly, as you can see right here. Take profits, this area, both got hit. So good trade. I tried out the strategy of my friend, combined it with my trading strategy, and it worked out perfectly. But of course, that doesn't always happen. So that's already it for today's episode. Today, got a couple of losses, got a couple of wins, which is pretty good. All in all, a good day. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one.